Hey guys, Aramis555 here. Just coming to you guys with a video. YCS Philly is underway. I usually don't do these discussion videos anymore. I haven't done one in quite a while, but I figured now would be a good time, and why not? The events from the feature matches I read, Fraser Smith got wrecked by that Mermail player. But then he's playing Mythic Dragons, and I really don't think that deck is all that great. I assume he's playing Patrick Hoban's build with the Curry Bandits and stuff, but the deck's just really inconsistent, and I mean, you can either you can just nutsack with it like he did game one, or you can just draw really poorly, which it seems like he did the remainder of the games. But overall, I mean, I think that I don't think artifacts are going to do anything. I really don't. I don't think the deck is that good on its own. It's a bit too combo based, and there's a lot of cards that really hurt it. I personally feel like Madolches is going to have a really strong chance of winning this in the hands of a good player. Bujins has a really high possibility, and I think Water could possibly pull it out. I don't think Dragons are going to win. I still think that I know a lot of people would disagree with me on this, but I think the Elemental Dragons just need to get banned because they've hit so many cards now to compensate for those cards being in the game that it's almost coming to the point of it being like Stratos, where it's like they just were limiting and semi-limiting so many cards just to make it so Stratos wasn't as broken, but then people would still find ways to abuse it. And I think ultimately that's a problem with the E-Dragons. So they're just too easily abusable. There's too many cards that abuse them. And it just kind of leaves you, or I should say, it leaves the game open to, there's no creativity anymore with those cards. It's just kind of like this is the best way to play it. There are different variants, of course, the Dragon engine. But I think overall the E-Dragons are just really bad for the game. That's just my opinion, I guess. But yeah, I think Bujins have a really strong chance of winning this YCS. The deck's just got a lot of broken cards in it that haven't really been hit at this point. Like Tanky's still at 3. I still think that card really needs to go down to 1. Some of you Fire Fist players out there would be really salty about me saying that, but Fire Fist is still a deck. I don't think it's a very good deck. The 4-axis version is pretty much dead. You really don't have much of an engine now off of excuse me. 3 bear, 1 gorilla, and a wolf bark. Like that's really not an engine. And I also feel like the deck doesn't really have consistency in the 3-axis engine as well because of the 1 spirit. And I think if you combine them both together, it doesn't really have the proper synergy. I was talking to Mike Watson about this when I saw him last, and he even says like he doesn't like the 3.5 axis because it's just really like you just draw really awkward hands with it, and it doesn't have that versatility that the rank 4 engine once had. So I really don't think Fire Fist is going to do anything at this event. I think there is a high chance that it could possibly top, but I don't think it's a really high possibility. I ultimately feel like the problem with our YCSs here as well is the stupid, they have a sealed event. I hate the sealed event. I think it is absolute crap, and I don't know why they did it, but I think they need to go back to the way it was before. Because what ends up happening is you get a player who, like, I think that Squiddy was just wrecking people all day long with that Mermail deck, or Chansey, as some of you may know him, Wiggle Stove. Really nice guy. But I think a lot of he went undefeated in Swiss that last YCS, and I really think that if he had gone the way and didn't have to play with those stupid sealed cards, because what happens with sealed is whoever pulls the best ultimately and knows how to play the cards properly. Most of those players are going to know how to play the cards properly because they've got themselves in that top spot in the first place. In a very versatile format, I think that it's ultimately just kind of made the whole event pointless. Like I just feel like YCSs are really pointless now. We get to see there'll be like there'll still be a top, right? Because the top players are going to show their decks that they got all the way there with, but we don't really get to see what deck ultimately out of all those decks is the best one. And I think that's the issue is, compared to the OCG, we don't really know what is the best deck in the game right now. People are always going to argue. Like I was talking to someone a couple days ago, and they were saying that oh, what deck did they say? They said that um, Dragons was the best deck in the game or something. I forget. And I said no, Dragons isn't the best deck in the game. I think Bujin's the first deck, and then Dragons, and then Water, and then Georgia. At that point, this was before the new set, and I think the problem is we haven't really got to see what decks are the best deck in the game. I mean, yes, Patrick Hoban won that ARG thing, making his really greasy uh, grudge sound the whole time with that Google Glass, which was really funny. Um, but I don't know. I feel like the game is so versatile right now, but at the same time, it's only versatile because we don't know what the best deck ultimately is, because the YCS is so unreadable in the sense that because we have the sealed, we don't really know what the best deck is. But as I was saying about Chansey, I think that like he should have gone all the way. I think he would have won that YCS, and I think it would have been his in the bag because he was just that Dragon Ice thing he had going on was really good. And you can see a lot of Mermail players are playing the Dragon Ice version now because I personally think it's the best version of the deck as well. Basically, just gives you a hand trap that you can use during your opponent's turn. You just need to have a marksman or better yet, an infantry. But I think that he got ripped of his win, unfortunately, because of the sealed event, and he lost out playing some other guy who pulled better out of the sealed, and that's just how it works out. So I don't think they're ever going to switch back anytime soon. Unfortunately, it really is sad that they switched over. I don't really understand why they did. I'm sure there's some kind of reasoning behind it, but I really don't agree with it. I think that we should just like have it how it was before, and then have the better players with the actual decks they played through the whole tournament with have the chance to keep playing with that deck, because it's not always just cookie cutter builds. It's someone being creative like Chansey was, taking a deck like that all the way, and then being stolen of their win. And I think this could possibly happen as well here. I'm sure we're going to get a couple players that will go undefeated the whole day, or at least one, and that person's going to go into the top cut, and they're going to get wrecked or stolen. Their win is going to be stolen from them because they didn't pull as well as some other players did out of the sealed event. But yeah, like I said, ultimately, I think Bujin has a really high chance of winning this. I think this could be their one because they finally have all their support, basically. I'm pretty sure that's all of it. I don't think there's more coming out. There might be, because this was the last. Primal Origins, I think, was the last set for Zexal. But yeah, I really feel like Bujin has a really high chance of winning this, so I guess we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on the YCS and the current format. What do you think is going to win? And I will have a deck profile up for you guys in a minute here too, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.